My grandma's actually pretty hardcore when she's playing games.
Hi, my name is Tam, Tyson's grandmother.
The things we have in common with others, especially older generations, can be unexpected. And this is true for Tenz and his grandmother Tam. They both love video games.
But she has over 10k hours in League. Number 2 in NA for playtime. She used to play the newest Final Fantasy. I don't really remember what one is. She played Path of Exile. She was really hardcore into that. I remember seeing all her characters and her stash was insane. And then now she's just been kind of grinding ARAM in League, just playing that all day and cooking, I guess, while she's playing.
I play every day. If I play, I put all my mind into it. Yeah, I'm a little competitor too. I like to win.
So this is the story of Tenz and Tam, and how their passion for gaming not only created a deep-rooted connection, but how their relationship helped Tenz go pro, overcome failure, and rebound back in spectacular fashion. The bond between Tenz and his grandmother began early, about as early as Tenz's affinity for video games, where he gravitated towards an esports staple.
Starcraft, I think he play a lot. Since he's just 4 years old, and when the people he 5 and 6 years old, he start to play how to build in Starcraft. The people typing and talk, and they think that he's a teenager. And I sit beside him, and he just and he smiled to me, and I smiled too, and I said, "Yeah, they think you are a teenager."
Their affection for gaming and gaming together grew over the years, including time in League of Legends, where Tam's competitive nature actually got her in trouble for raging.
If you talk back to me, anything near me, that's a weapon. You get hit with it. And that's why when I play League of Legends, I forgot that I'm old and as a grandma. And when the boys in League of Legends, they play bad, and when I advise them, they talk back the way, boy to boy.
Busted piece of shit, champion. You stupid fucking guard. Okay.
And I start yelling. Oh yeah, I got banned a lot from the chat. Any game I play, I'm losing. Just because of that, I would like my grandson win and win and win. And when you want to win, you need the very, very good teammates.
Tenz is currently a powerhouse in Valorant, and his team, Sentinels, are a consistent force to be reckoned with in the Valorant Champions Tour. But Tenz's professional journey didn't start there. It began with the building of a computer specifically built for competition.
It was first when I was getting into the semi-pro scene in CSGO, and I was making a little bit of money. I was in FPL, so Face Pro League. I was streaming as well. My grandparents decided to buy the parts to build me my second gaming PC. The first one was actually given to me by my mom. The second one was quite an upgrade, where my grandparents actually looked at all the best parts at the time and just kind of got my uncle to build it all.
My husband told him, build him the strongest one. I pay. I want him to win. After that, he with the in the grade 12, and he said that, Grandma, I really want to become pro gamer. I said that, okay, how about I give you 2 years? If you don't turn pro, back to school. He said, okay. I said that that's the deal from him and I. And right after that, he get into Cloud9, and that's it, continue.
Unfortunately, the run with Cloud9's Counter-Strike team did not go as planned. He joined in July of 2020, and by October, his performance was lacking and the world was noticing. It all led to an inevitable outcome. Tenz was benched. Tam says she knew something was wrong early on.
With the bad news where I see my grandson happy already, but seem you need to you have to carry, and that's it. I feel tiring. I just hope one day my grandson can get a really, really good teammates for him, and he doesn't have to try, just happy to play. And with the CS, with the first week Cloud9, he went to LA, and just after 1 month, he just really, really sad. And he said that I banned myself, Grandma. And I said, okay, if you're not happy, don't play.
The day I got benched, I remember my manager asked to take a walk with me, and then he basically explained everything, and I was like, yeah, I understand, and I hope the team finds success elsewhere, because really with me, I don't think I was the piece that the team needed, and they could have been really good with kind of a different player that fit a different role, just because the way I play the game can be quite unique in terms.
When he decided to ban himself again from Cloud9 and he said he wait for Project A and he doesn't think about the team or other team. He said that he's just streaming for now. And then when it's suddenly when Saddam messaged him if he want to play, and somehow he say yes, and maybe they just try out together and maybe it click. It's the luck. Maybe it clicked, and the team works so well together. And I see, I think maybe this one is the best teammates for him. They all like him like brother. He can trust them, and he got the Sentinel got the deal from Cloud9. I'm really happy for him.
My grandparents are really hardcore into whatever game I learn. So at first it was Counter-Strike. They kind of learned everything about CS, and it's funny because if I finished a match, my grandparents would kind of ask me certain questions on why I did something and why I didn't, why didn't you play bomb or something like that, and why'd you peek this.
For all their involvement in Tenz's career, he also tries to motivate his grandmother to go to the next level with her gaming.
He always encouraged me, Grandma, you should streaming. You play game too, you should stream. The people will know you. And I said that let's see, a little shy into streaming. But if you win the Iceland for me, I will stream.
Spoiler alert, Sentinels won in Iceland.
But I ignore it. I ignore it. I said, okay, how about this time? If you win again.
And spoiler alert, they lost in Berlin. In the end, the relationship Tam and Tenz forged over video games is something special. His drive to win was nurtured by her, and her uncompromising support for Tenz's career is one of the reasons we get to see one of the best Valorant players in the world do what he does.
But I don't know, in his mind or in his heart, I'm still like his mom, real mom. I play game and I love game too. Maybe that's why it's a bond. Yeah, I love him because he's my first grandson.
It did surprise me that my grandparents were getting so invested into what I was doing, just because you don't really see that. If anything, it'd be your parents and not really your grandparents, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm just really glad that my family supports me and what I do.